Everybody, and welcome to this new lesson. So in this lesson we will do the GitHub CI/CD integration with the Fortify on demand. So basically we need to set up the scan on the FoD portal itself under the application, and then we will go through some procedures for the successful integration. So through some slides I will show you the procedures, and then we'll do the hands-on together. So first thing first, we need to onboard an app and set up the scan. Okay, this is the first step, and then we will switch to the GitHub and do these procedures. So 12 slides I will explain with screenshots the procedures, and then we will do the hands-on together, as I said. So basically guys, you need to have an active project on GitHub. GitHub is free to register, and you can have an account and you start to build your projects, or simply you can import a project from if it's open for importing. So this Java project we will use as a walkthrough example. So basically when you have an active project, under each project you will have a section or a tab for code, issues, actions, settings, security. So basically the actions is the workflows or the code for actually automating the integration. We'll see that in details, and here we will do the setup of the repo integration by just defining some credentials or some variables to be able to integrate with the portal. So first we have to go to settings, security section, and then secrets and variables, and in the actions we're gonna define different repo secrets, which is the username, password, which release ID we need to actually connect to and upload the code for scanning. So the first thing is the BAT or the personal access token, the same thing we did for the ID integration. And then we need to define the release ID. We need to define which release actually we need to upload the code for, and that's why we need to set up the scan in advance on the portal itself. And then we need to define the username and the tenant ID. So basically 4 secrets we need to define under each and every project we would like to integrate with our FoD portal. And then here we need to set up the workflow by creating a new workflow and utilizing some action for the integration. So one of the actions that we're gonna use is this one. I will explain how to get this action actually, and how to modify it or to tweak it to be integrated smoothly with the FoD portal tenant. So here is the place where you can get these actions. The GitHub has a marketplace, very nice marketplace, where you can get this kind of actions. This is the action we're gonna use. It's called gha-setup-fod-uploader. This is the link. Actually the action itself is the starter-workflow-fod-sas-scan.yaml. so this link you can use guys for getting this action. And actually guys, this action is deprecated, and there is a new one that is being used, which is this one, the Fortify AST scan. This action is the one is recommended to be used now, but just for the sake of this integration I'm using this one. The logic should be the same, so it doesn't make any big difference. And this action actually is using something called FoD uploader, the Java. This is where the main logic of the action is taking place. Here you can see run java the jar, the $FoD upload the jar. This is a variable that is defined inside this utility, and actually this will take care of packaging the code. Okay, so the code that is defined inside this repo under the code section will be backed by this utility, and then it will connect to some our API URL and the FoD URL, and giving the release ID, the tenant, user, the personal access token, everything to upload the code. So basically guys, this file we need to get from this place, and then we need to tweak the file by modifying some parameters. I will explain in the next slide what parameters we need to modify for this to work. So basically the first thing is to modify the environment where the code will be built on the GitHub. So this code is by default or this YAML function is by default building on a Maven project. So we just need to modify this to be none. Instead of Maven, it will be none. So this is the default value, and we'll change it to none. The code is also coming with MS as a region, so we need to modify to be trial.fortify.com or api.trial.fortify.com. The FoD uploader options, we need to change the entitlement from 2 to 1, because actually if you check this is the complete command. Okay, so if you check the entitlement parameter, it's having integer values of 1 to 4. 1 means single scan, 2 means subscription. So we need to modify this to be 1. Okay, so this is a complete command. Part of the command is actually written here in this line. Okay, and at the end you will notice that there is FoD uploader options. So actually the rest of the command is taken by this parameter here. Okay, so that's why we need to set up the scan first to avoid writing this complete command for the integration. Okay, and then if everything is okay, you will just run the workflow, and it will go through certain steps like setting up the job, check out the source code, and set up Java, and then download the Scan Central client, packaging the code, and performing the scan. If everything is okay, we'll get the scan results right away here. You can see the criticals, highs, mediums, lows, and the scan policy will be failed or pass if according to the, guys, the 5-star scale. So because here in this example, this screenshot, we have criticals, highs, everything, so it's failing. But if you don't have any criticals, high or medium or lows, it will be pass, depending on the policy defined. Okay, so let's jump into the GitHub. Okay, so this is the GitHub marketplace where you can search for apps, actions, whatever. So for example, if you search for Fortify, you will get this recommended action. But as I told you, I will use this action instead. And you can see here it's mentioned it's deprecated, so better use this one. But still, this one is working. If you go to this YAML function or YAML file, if you open it, actually you will get first this one, and you can switch to the raw mode to get to copy it into Notepad++. Okay, so I can take it here, and actually in Notepad++, I will paste it here because it's YAML. I need to tell the Notepad++ this is YAML to be able to recognize the code. So the things that we need to change, guys, is basically this one. As I said, instead of Maven, it will be none. Okay, and here we need to change this instead of MS to be trial. Okay, and sorry, and here also yeah, we need to change here this part. Instead of MS will be trial, and in the base URL as well we need to make it trial, and here in the entitlement I will make it 1. So now the code is ready. Okay, we now need to actually to have some active projects. So this is one of the projects that is good for our example here. It's a secure web API application, so we can just get the link from here, and then I will create a new repo by importing from this you see this drop down menu, import repository, and actually I will paste it here. I'll name this my test Java project. Okay, and then you'll click begin import. This will actually take some time for importing the code and set up the environment. Meanwhile, we can set up the new application by going to our FoD portal. So new application, and we can name it my test Java project. Okay, select business criticality, let's say high, application type web, and my email will make it this one. So I get actually notification when the scan start or finish. Okay, so here I set up my email notification. You can put semicolon and add others as well. Then click next, and release name I will give it 1, or you can name it first release. Okay, and then SLDC, let's say production, and then next, and we'll leave this default and save. Okay, so now we have onboarded the application, but we need to set up the scan, as I said. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so now we can start scan static. So basically we are setting up the scan. So static assessment, the single scan 1 unit. Okay, and then here technology stack, it's Java, and here the language level is 1.8. okay, actually you can get this from the repo information, and this is the release ID that we're gonna use. This is important for defining the secrets. So I will save here the scan details. So back to our repo. So it's importing, it's still importing. So basically let's prepare the 4 secrets that we need. So remember guys, here the 4 things, this guys. So the first thing we need to have is actually the bat. I have a file here, so this is the bat. Okay, it will be called FoD underscore bat. Okay, what else? We need the release ID, so it will be FoD underscore release underscore ID. Next we need the FoD user or FoD tenant first. It doesn't make a difference, the sequence of creation doesn't make any difference. The most important thing that you define this for, because they are called by the FoD uploader. So the FoD tenant and the last FoD user, we need to get this actually from the FoD portal. So from here actually we go to the administration, from the account settings, and in the account settings you have the tenant and the user. Okay, so this is the username, paste it here, and this is the tenant, I will paste it here. Okay, and then we go back to our repo. It's already imported, so if we open it, we then go to settings and security on the top, on the left side, secrets, variables, actions, and then we need to define the 4 variables. So the first one is this one, FoD bat. Okay, and put this one. This is the same person access token we used for the ID integration, so it's still valid. Okay, next will be the release ID. So I define it here, and I put the number we got. Remember guys, we got from the application itself. So from the applications. Okay, this is my test project. Again, I will show you from where I got the release ID. So it's here. Okay, this one, 238746, 238746. Okay, and I will paste it here in my secret. Okay, add secret. The next one will be the FoD tenant. Okay, so new secret variable, new repo secret. This one will be my tenant. Okay, and then FoD user will be this one. Okay, add secret, and we are now ready to define the action. So if we go to actions, or actually if we go to the code, you will see that under the GitHub workflows you have these 3 actions. We don't need this, so let's delete them first. So delete file, commit changes, commit, and then let's delete this one as well. Delete file, commit, commit, and this one, delete file, commit. Now we need to define a new workflow. So we'll go actions and new workflow, set up the workflow yourself, and then here just take it, copy. This is the modified one. Again, reminding you guys, none here for the environment, and trial 45, API trial 45, trial 45, and this is the entitlement as the single scan. I copy this, paste it here. I'll change the name, make it, instead of main, I'll make it FoD .yaml, and then commit changes. Okay, this is a commit message, doesn't make any difference. So now we have the action ready. We have so the both sides are now ready. The FoD portal has the application onboarded with a scan setup done, And from the GitHub side, we have the project, active project with the workflow defined with the secrets, everything. So now we need to go to actions, and then we need to go to Fortify on demand scan, and then we will run the workflow. Okay, run workflow, and then here, if we switch back here and open it, okay, so we should see things going. Okay, setting up the job, yeah, you can see here, and here set up the Java. Okay, next step will be downloading the Scan Central client and doing the packaging. Yeah, now set up Java, downloading the client. Yeah, see the version of the client downloaded, setting up, packaging the code, downloading some other things, and then performing the scan itself. Okay, so yeah, so here I didn't select software composition analysis because this actually takes a lot of time, so let's just focus on the setting up the scan normal one. So if we go to here, guys, in the in my email, so if I refresh here, I see, yeah, I see here the scan started, my test Java project started. Okay, so we should get a notification when this is over, actually. So performing scan, see this progress means progress, it's ongoing. Okay, and here you see pull status in progress. So the code is uploaded, you see, successfully uploaded the code, and it's actually pulling now, the pulling status in progress. Okay, and this status means, guys, that we consumed already, so we consumed already 1 unit. So if we go here in the application, in the entitlement, sorry, here you see that we consumed the quantity. 1 quantity is consumed, actually. So going back here, this is our my test Java project, it's ongoing. Yeah, see here the scan is let's see what's this new mail. The static scan has started. Yeah, this is the same thing. Okay, static assessment scan has started. Okay, so if when it finishes, we should get a complete message. So we can see here, guys, the scan has completed. However, still we can see in progress. So basically it seems that let's see here what's going on. So basically, if we go to the application itself, scans, we can see, yeah, scan entitlement. Okay, entitlement consumed, that's good, and actually scan completed, but still not yet showing up here the scans that is complete. Which one is completed, which one is not yet complete? I think maybe it's talking with not yet updated. Yeah, so it's completed, I think. Yes, it's completed. Great. And here we can see the number of criticals, highs, medium, low. Okay, great. Download results. Loading results are not available yet. Scan is, I think this is something related to sync issues or something, or some deprecated package for loading the results. Anyway, it's not a big deal, but we have now the integration done successfully, and we can check actually the results from here. Okay, so this is the one, my test Java project. Okay, I think it will take some time to show up the results here on the portal. I'll have to wait for some time. If we go here, the scan is completed, as I said. Let's refresh the event logs. I think we have to wait for some time to show up all the results. Yeah, we'll keep refreshing until we get the results. So we'll keep refreshing, guys, until we get the results. So we can see now the scan is completed, showing here the results. Okay, so we can actually go inside and start to view the details, the issues. So here, still not reflected. Okay, so you can see now the issues. For example, here password management, hard-coded password 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 issues. If we keep navigating between them, it tells you exactly the line number under this source/test/resources /data.sql. So in the code itself, tell you the line number. You can see here hard-coded password, like the user name and the password, and it tells you recommendation how to fix this for privacy violation, weak encryption. For example, if we go here, tell you exactly in the code line 41 that you are using some this, which is deprecated. Now recommendation is to use AES instead of this, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, guys, it's working fine, the integration, and this proves that the plugin on the CI/CD for GitHub is working fine. The plugin here is the FoD uploader, and which was able to download the client, packaging the code and upload and getting the results ready on the portal. And let's review back here what is done. Actually, all the steps is done successfully, except only the part for the importing the results. Okay, as you can see, everything is done successfully. Okay, let's review. So setting up the job, check out source code, set up Java, download the scan central, packaging the code, performing the scan, downloading the result, importing the results only has an issue, as we said, related to some deprecated package, but we are able to view the results actually from the portal. So the test was successfully completed thanks for this FoD uploader action, which actually provided us this result. Okay, C26, this is the scan results. So thanks guys for watching, and see you in next video.